got a radio controlled crawler and we put in a real working engine. So here we got the real 4-stroke engine, automatic 2-speed transmission with reverse coupled into a manual 2-speed transmission that originally come with this crawler. Now I started on this project before lockdown a few years ago, and probably the most asked question on the channel is, Kev, when is the Nitro Crawler going to come out? Well, in this video we're going to attempt to get it working properly. So I'm going to rewind about 5 years and show you how I got to this point, and then we're going to carry on with the build and get this thing working properly. So first things first, I want to get the body off, we're going to get the rear bed off, and then I want to start stripping away some of these parts here. So here we go, body all removed. We need to make space for this. So here we can see the internal workings of the transmission, and hopefully we're going to be able to get the e-Revo transmission to kind of couple up with this one here somehow. But now with everything removed, it does look pretty basic. Now something else that I want to do, I want to take this servo off and I want to relocate it onto the chassis. I've never really been a fan of axle mounted servos. It just, in my opinion, doesn't really look that realistic. So we kind of got space for it now. I've got to tweak these about a little bit. I've purchased this gearbox here from a Revo 3.3. I want to couple this gearbox with this gearbox because I see a couple of other YouTubers, they use this transmission and then put the drive shafts directly onto this transmission here to then drive the axles, which is good. But I want to be able to crawl this, sort of have it really, really low geared so I can really actually crawl it properly. So what I want to do is couple this transmission here into the stock transmission. This one here is a 2-speed auto. The transmission in here already is going to further reduce the gear ratio. This one here is a 2-speed transmission also, but on this one we can control the high and the low on the switch on the transmitter. So this one's a manual gearbox. So coupling the two together, hopefully we can get it so we have some really low gearing for some really good crawling, but then we can drop it into second gear and get some sort of half decent speed out of it. So I'm not really sure how it's all going to mount. So to start off with, I'm just going to take these two braces out here, plonk it all in, see how it all lines up, and then we're going to have to figure out a way of mounting the engine. So that looks like it actually lines up pretty good. So I think the next step we need to do now is we need to find a way of coupling this transmission here to this transmission here. So here we've got an old brushless motor, and I can use this end piece here as part of my motor coupling solution. So next I'm going to bang this middle shaft out of this motor here. So I've just cut the end of the shaft off of the motor, so now I can slide this into my motor end plate. So if I slide that over there, that UJ is almost going to fit with a little bit of filing. That went a lot easier than I thought. Oh, look at that. Britain's engineering at its finest. So the idea with this is so that there's two bearings just to support that shaft a bit better. Because before with just the one bearing, it was kind of a little bit floppy. Alright, there we are on. Now it's not perfect, and if we move it, look, you can see that this isn't on that shaft perfectly square. So I think I'm going to run with it like this just to see if it works. Then if it works, I could always make a new shaft on a lathe and make like this side here a larger diameter, put a proper little flat spot on it, make it all nice and perfect, make the shaft a little bit longer so that this gear perfectly lines up with that. This is just a little test, see if it works. If it works, we can always improve it. So next I've got to make a plate to mount the transmission and the engine to. So I'm going to start off with a piece of cardboard, just kind of cut a few bits out, try and get it all to fit together, and then I'm going to transfer all of this onto a piece of metal and cut it out. So next I can transfer it onto the steel. So next I've got to put a fold here and here because it's going to make the whole thing a lot more rigid. So anyway, I've clamped it in between two pieces of wood. So now I'm going to try and wallop it over. Hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, then... Not perfect, but considering, not too bad. That'll do. Alright, so I've actually had to cut away a lot more than what I first thought because I wanted to mount the gearbox a lot lower than how it originally was. Reason being is because when we put the engine on there, the transmission was so high that it was too far away from the mesh. And I wanted to keep the engine as central as possible so that it fits between these towers perfectly. So I've had to notch a little piece out of here, cut the front piece off. Anyway, next I need to make a couple of holes in here and then we can mount the engine. So there we go, just made the engine mounts, made them slotted so we can adjust the gear mesh. Also, I'll need to find some spacers to put underneath the transmission. But for now, we're looking pretty good. So there we go, got it kind of temporarily just sort of mocked up, bolted on there for now. So there you go, there's the clutch turning the spur gear. So by having that universal joint there, look, we can now play about with the different engine heights just so we can get it to sit perfectly. So if we was to have it level, look how high that engine sits. That is way too high to get the body on. But by being able just to drop it down slightly. Oh, yes guys, this is gonna work. Look at that, there's a little engine sitting there. So now I've got to figure out the perfect height to run it at. And that would put the engine height to here. So that's giving us that much suspension movement still. Remember, this is just temporary, guys. Yeah, guys, you can laugh at my hot glue, but it's only temporary. It will be made better, don't worry. So there we have it. We have temporary steering and temporary throttle. And then the tank, I'm just going to temporarily just mount it up on top here for now. Alright, there we go. We should be able to now put some fuel in there and hopefully get it started. So for now, to start it up, I've got a speed controller here plugged into the starter motor on the car, and I've got that going into a servo tester and just running it on a 2-cell LiPo. At the moment, it's all a big gobbly goop and a load of mess. When it comes to building this properly, then I'm going to have a separate radio where I've got an on-off switch on the radio so we can start this engine up from the remote control. I'm going to have to find a way as well of rigging up a remote glow starter so the glow starter only comes on when you actually start the engine, and then when the engine's started, the power to the glow plug goes off. But for now, that should get it running. Watch. There we go. So once it's started, we can disconnect it, and then hopefully, guys, it's going to move. Oh man, it's a complete mess at the moment, but it will get better, don't worry. Oh man. Whoa, that's got some power, man. Jesus, that's got power. Almost too much. So for a first go, I would say it's a semi-success. It does move, and it's got so much torque. I mean, so much torque that I couldn't even hold to, you know, stop it from moving. I mean, I probably could, but it would probably break the transmission somewhere. But that really is crazily low geared and has an insane amount of torque. So torque-wise is not a problem, but it is very slow. Trouble is, it's geared way, way, way too low, and full speed is literally snail's pace. But Jason from Redfin Models thinks he's got a solution. Here we are, Redfin Models, Jason in the house. Can you make it work?
Yes, come on.
It's way too slow.
So we need to work out how to re-gear it then, yeah?
Yes.
So, first things first, if we mark the clutch pedal there and see how many rotations we get out of that.
Okay. Are you getting all technical on me?
I'm
glad someone is actually, because I'm not.
Let's have a count and how many times that rotates before you lift him up. 1.
I'll let you know when he gets to the top.
2. So that's 8 to 1 between there and there.
I'm glad somebody knows. The viewers really want to see this go, and I do as well, but I kind of give up on it because it got a bit complicated. I think we need to change this.
I think you're right.
And you have to keep this because some people have ran it with just this transmission and put that directly to the axles. However, if you do it like that, it's way too fast and doesn't crawl. So we do need a secondary gearbox. I think we got a solution.
It almost works direct drive off the Revo box. Twice as fast as it needs to be, won't it? So this one here should solve the problem in theory. It's a 2-speed, 1.8 to 1 or 0.7 to 1. So half the speed of direct drive as well as faster in second gear.
Yeah, you got a nice hat on there, by the way.
Oh, for goodness sake.
So it's been a few months and Jason's been busy. What have you done?
So we put in a 2-speed.
Oh!
Which is servo operated from this linkage gear, like that.
Oh, and this is all hooked up?
Yeah, it's all hooked up, all the
drive
lines in. In theory that'll drive and it's all fine. You've now got working suspension and flex and all sorts
of so you moved, you got steering?
Yeah, I've moved your servo onto the axle because the steering didn't work properly.
Soon, we might be in action.
Put a little bell cranks in for you, so that's your brake bell crank. That'll be operated off this servo here. So that'll operate and pull your brakes. That one there is going to be reverse. Then up here, we're going to have to adapt that, which I haven't quite finished yet. So that'll come down here and operate your 2-speed transmission.
Yeah.
That should all work, yeah.
Cool. I want to turn up at a radio control crawling event where you're not allowed nitros and just fib and say like, oh yeah, it's sound kit and smoke kit. Boom! Many months later, probably years actually, yes. Scotty has been working on the Nitro Crawler. And what have you done? Give us a little overview of what you've done.
I had to print something here to hold these 4 servos in. I had to make a bracket here to put the fuel tank on, mount the servo.
Before the servo was sat on there and we didn't really get any suspension, but now with it there, look.
We're getting full suspension. So we brought the ride height right down.
So plug in the receiver, let's see it all working. Oh, that perfect pass servo's got some power, so we've got the steering there. And throttle. And brakes. And then here we've got gear change. So that transmission there, that transfer case, that's got high and low transmission. And then in the main transmission, we've got automatic. So we've actually got 4 gears. And then this button here, that does reverse. Is it actually going to work?
I bloody hope so after the amount of work we've put into it.
So should we put some fuel in it and let it rev?
Yes.
Yes. Man, we started work on this project probably when I started work on it before lockdown. And you guys have kept saying in the channel, in the comments, you kept saying, Kev, Nitro Crawler, when's it ready? Today's the day. Maybe, if it works, it's ready. Oh, shows the body how that goes on as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to leave the body off for the first start.
Had to do a bit of modification on the body as well.
So this toolbox that used to be on the back, that is now a battery tray. So Scotty 3D printed this little shelf on here. And luckily, that is in the perfect place to make way for these servos that are underneath it. Oh, and glow igniter. Oh, we've got this remote glow igniter here and the starter motor. So if we hit the button here, is it going to go? Oh, this button here should start the engine. So we hit this. So that turns over the engine on the electric starter motor. And also this little module here that we got from Banggood, I think it was, or AliExpress, And that does the glow. So we should be able to control the brakes, the steering, everything. All the engine start, the gear change, the reverse, everything from the controller.
Oh, you haven't shown them. We modified the bonnet as well, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
So it actually opens. I made hinges.
Well done, Scotty. Oh, man, that's a nuts, isn't it? So you open that up, there's a little engine sitting in there, and it all closes up perfectly. I think it's time to let it rip. Welcome to the Traxxas Super Bundle that you can win 14 RC cars and you can win all of them, all from Traxxas, and $2,000 on top for batteries and chargers and stuff. Look at all these cars, man. We got the Traxxas UDR, we got the brand new Mini XRT, we got the Crawlers, and look, even down here, my all-time favourite, the Traxxas X-Max and the Traxxas XRT Stampede Rally car, all brand spanking new. And if you click on the link down below in the description box or scan the QR code up here, then you can win all of these. There's also a $14,000 cash alternative. That money will be paid straight directly into your bank account. So check out the link down below or scan the QR code here. All of this lot here, all the cash could be yours. So we're going to be running it on this Model Technics 25% Nitro. Man, it's getting expensive. Are we going for it?
I'm nervous.
Right, so we need to get fuel in first, so put the finger on there, should suck it up the tube here, hopefully. Yeah, it looks going in.
It's coming in.
Right, hopefully now it's going to work. Oops, I'm just trying to go. For some reason it's not starting, and I think this thing here isn't giving much of a glow. So, over here, we've got the old trusty glow starter, so hopefully now it's going to go. Oh! We're on! I probably want to adjust the idle slightly. It's off! Oh,
What was that?
the backfire. I think the glow plug must have blown. Get that on there, boy. There's no glow.
No.
I've got some more glow plugs in order, but I haven't got any here. So fast forward a few days. So Scotty's just been messing around with some different glow plugs and wires and things. Go on, hit it.
How can I do it, is it?
We've got it now, we're turning it off.
Well, that's...
It literally ran a second ago off camera. Now the minute we're filming, it doesn't work.
Right, I want to check this plug again, because this shorted against the chassis. So I'm hoping it hasn't blown the plug.
Try again. Go number 50 probably by now. How can it have been on? We turned it off and now it doesn't work. Alright, been messing about with it for another half an hour. I think the issue is we're not getting enough through the engine. No matter where we put the earth, it's not earthing. So we've put the wire directly to the glow plug this time. It ran a minute ago, but now on camera, sod's law, it's not going to, is it? Oh, we're on.
There we go.
Alright, drive it. We've not seen it driving yet. Oh, when it goes slower, I was like, we need to see it drive.
Can't stop it though.
Right, reverse. That's reverse work.
Which
These
one
buttons
was
here,
reverse?
one of them's reverse. I think that one. I think that one's reverse.
No.
Try slowly. Well, that one, mate. Maybe that one. Oh. Oh, so we messed about a little bit more. So, look, we've got driving. Ah. Every time we get the camera, it doesn't bloody work. Every time we turn the camera off, it works.
Right,
Man.
let's start it again.
Right, so we've got reverse now, so I think this... Oh, that one? That one. There we go, reverse. So we hit the switch again. Forward. This is full speed. Brakes work. And then we've got high and low gear. So for now, we're just going to hot glue everything where it's got to go. You guys are itching to see this video. Excuse the noise, we've got some construction going on out here. All right, we've got construction. So for now, we're just going to hot glue everything so it's on there. We're going to get the body on it. We just found a fault on the axle. It's lost drive on that wheel. So we'll get it driving. We'll get all the gears working. We'll get the reverse working. We'll get everything working with the body on. In the future video, we're going to make it perfect. But we're getting there. The number one comment I get is, when's the Nitro Crawler going to come out? The trouble is, so many hours go into it. If we dedicate all of our time just on the crawler, there'd be no videos for like 6 months probably. Well, maybe not 6 months, maybe 6 weeks.
You can maybe just hot glue in that there. There's a lot it's got to fit around.
Here we go, body is on. Please work. So we look in here, look. We've got the real working engine in there. So hopefully we hit the start button, it should go. Maybe in the wrong gear. Gear change, no, it's reverse. Forward. Hasn't got any power, has it? That's bad. It's so oh, come on. All that effort and probably not even worth posting the video. It's crap, isn't it? It barely drives on grass. Before it was geared so low that it barely moved. So now it's geared higher, but now the engine hasn't got enough power to move it. So what do? Missed out on like probably 50 other videos we could have put out in the time we've messed about with this thing. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do we continue? Do we put a different engine into it? What do we do? But the more time we put into that, the less time we got into putting into normal videos. Is what it is. Let us know in the comments down below. Not all projects work. Some projects work out and are great. Some projects let down. Looking in the engine bay, there is room to fit a bigger engine. I've got one of these with 2 cylinders, which should give it double the power. But I mean, how much time do you put into it before you just cut your losses?
I'll make it a personal project to fit the 2-cylinder in at no extra cost.
Really? Oh, you want to?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to see this thing fail.
Or just throw it in the skip and be done with it?
No. I'll make it a personal project of mine to get it running. It can't be a fail.
Subscribe, there might be another video with it. Maybe, working. If it doesn't work, there won't be another video. If it works well, there'll be another video. As you can tell from the video, I was very disappointed. I put so much time and money into it and all that. And it was just like a total letdown. I mean, it's to be expected. Some projects work and some projects don't. But this engine just does not have the power to barely move it. As you can see, even on grass, it barely moved. And we did try to off-road it, not on camera, because the engine fully packed up. But we did try and off-road it, and it didn't go over anything. It was awful. So I think we need an engine with a lot more power. And I've got a 2-cylinder engine here. It's only a tiny bit bigger. So I reckon that should fit in there, and it should also give it double the horsepower. With double the horsepower, it could actually be a functional nitro-powered RC rock crawler. But at the same time, I don't want to spend weeks and weeks and weeks and more weeks on it, because if the more time I spend on this, the less other videos I can get out. And you know, YouTube is my full-time job. If I don't put videos out, then it's not a sustainable business. So I've got to get videos out. So we'll put a little bit more time into it if you guys want to see it. But how far do we go? If it's at the expense of not getting other videos out, is it worth it? Do you guys want to see it? And if we do film it and put it in there and it's another failure and it doesn't work, do we even post a video? Do you guys like seeing projects that fail? Do you still want me to post them? If I can still post them, it's not a complete loss, but if I spend weeks and weeks and weeks on something and I can't even post it, maybe it's a waste of time. Let me know in the comments down below. But I do think with the amount of time and effort we have put into it so far, we should give it another chance. So subscribe and smash the bell so you don't miss it. Do you want to win one of my RC cars? Click here. Click here to subscribe and become part of the crew. It's free. Or click here to see one of my other videos.